Indeed, it is with great joy and delight that we gather here this morning in the home of the North Shore Unitarians on the traditional lands of the Coast Salish people. Here we gather every Sunday morning to keep each other company, to help each other see the world whole, to rejoice and seek solace with, to, betwixt, and amongst us all. Whether you are new here to the North Shore Unitarians or you're a long-time member, you're all welcome here this morning. Whether you're here steeped in mirth, in the joyful exuberance of the season, or you're here today with a deeply aching heart, you are welcome. There is space for you amongst us all. Here at the North Shore Unitarians, we inspire each other to live with greater depth, meaning, and purpose. Here, we have chosen a distributed ministry, meaning many hands share the work and many tasks of running this organization, of taking care of each other, of leading and supporting gatherings that uplift our spirits. It's so good to be together. Welcome to the Christmas Carol service. It's always a highlight of December. Vox Lumina, our beautiful and esteemed choir, will be leading us in many songs this morning, with readings and candles dispersed amongst the flow of singing. This carol service has a slightly different format than most of our services, so if you're new, please come again. And we usually say it takes 3 to 6 services to get the flow of how things work around here, each service being a little bit different than the next. This morning we'll actually start with some announcements, which is usually done later in the service, but let's roll with it. There's only a few. First, huge thanks to everyone who participated in last night's Christmas dinner. Put your hand up if you were part of the folks who were here. I think there were something like 50 people here for dinner last night. And of course, that means we need to give a huge thanks to Diane Hicks, who did an amazing job. And Diane was very ably helped by Betty Ann Osler for many hours in the kitchen yesterday. Sanford Osler peeled, I don't know how many potatoes he peeled, and Gordy carved the meat. So thank you to everyone. It does take a community to make those events happen, so thank you. A few other announcements. Blue Christmas. There's a lovely service planned for this Wednesday, actually, from 1 till 2 in the afternoon. And it's a service, it's about an hour long. It's hosted by Carrie Burke and Liz Moffat. And it's designed for those folks who maybe don't find this time of year all that joyful. So come and experience some special music, some guests, and please join for connection and community this Wednesday. Next Sunday, Leslie White will lead a service about gifts in the very non-commercial sense. It will be thought-provoking and timely with Christmas morning just a few days later. And lastly, a reminder about our Christmas Eve service, which is 6 p.m. on Tuesday, December 24th. We'll mark this important cultural and spiritual event with music, readings, and candles. Invite friends and family to join. All are welcome, and there will be a light reception after the service. One last announcement that comes from Bruce Grierson. He's the fellow in the mask and the funny sweater in the back. He's the only one who wore a Christmas sweater this morning, just saying. Bruce is asking, he's doing a service close to New Year's, and it's going to be around the theme of resolutions, New Year's resolutions. So if you would feel comfortable sharing your New Year's resolutions or sharing some thoughts about New Year's resolutions, there's a beautiful box on the back table, and he would love to hear your thoughts. Anonymous is just fine. ritual in this community. We light candles every week. We light the chalice, and we light 2 additional candles. And the first is for joys and sorrows. And Karen is going to help us light this one.
You may have heard the very sad news that Pat Davies died of a heart attack a week ago yesterday. Pat Way, a founding member here, brought his new friend Pat Davies here about 20 years ago. As many of you, I'm sure, experienced, Pat was very open to friendship She was the kind of person who reached out. She had the courage to marry Pat Way, who fairly soon got a diagnosis of Parkinson's. Clearly, they made a good marriage. When he got the diagnosis, she immediately got knowledgeable about it. She started and facilitated a Parkinson's support group at the Senior Center for a decade. Pat got in outside speakers to help others gain knowledge and feel less alone. As Pat Way became shy about being out in public, they settled into a more private life and withdrew from here. They had to stop traveling, exploring food, and much more. They seemed to still have fun. Pat was warm and funny and courageous in the face of anything. She was enthusiastic about coming back to our community and joined both our book group and our Soul Matters group. She understood that our book group used our discussion of books as a vehicle to deeper friendships with each other. She reveled in situations, being as open and free-flowing as we each could make it be. She embodied what we all aspire to, always saying yes to life, arms open wide, always ready to talk. We will miss her vibrant and courageous spirit. And there is a memorial planned here in February.
And then we also light a candle of global concerns, and Chris Miller's going to light that with some words for us this morning.
I've got to read a poem by a person named Lee Morris, who I don't know who it is, but it's called So Much. There's so much to appreciate, even when the world seems out of hand, even when we do not understand. Still, there's so much. There's so much to be grateful for, even in the temptation to grieve. Let us take a moment just to breathe and recognize there's so much. There's so much that is wonderful, even in the midst of loss and change. There's a chance that something new begins, and don't you want that so much? I know we need it so much. There's so much love. There's so much joy in the world. So much beauty at our command. There's so much. There's so much grace. There's so much peace in the world. So much holy that we can feel. There's so much.
This year, let's remember what it's for. Be aware a little more. Let us give in thought and deed and word and share and show that we care this year. This year, let's remember what it's all about. Let's not shout and babble about happiness and so on, unless we mean it. Let's not give in excess and somehow give less of ourselves this year. This year, let us quietly wish each other well-being and meaningfully tell our hopes and fears. Let us make the feelings right and build on them day and night so that next year, in retrospect, it will have seemed like a beginning this year.
This month's outreach recipient, Lookout Housing in Health Society, has 32 sites in 11 municipalities throughout the Lower Mainland. They provide non-judgmental, non-sectarian services to the most vulnerable in our communities. It serves those with a wide variety of challenges: mental illness, addiction, chronic health conditions including HIV/AIDS, physical disabilities, legal challenges, mental illness, and more. Lookout provides shelters, transitional housing, supportive housing, drop-in centers, and health services. Here on the North Shore, it operates a shelter, transitional housing, and outreach services, where they provide what they call deep woods services to those living in our ravines and our local forests without housing. So in addition to our offering this month, we have been collecting food in order to provide a gift bag for 25 folks who live in the transitional housing units. Thank you for all the cans of foods you brought over the last few weeks. I will be packaging these gifts into 25 packages with the help of my grandsons and delivering them for the residents of the transitional housing. So thank you for your generosity. Will the ushers please prepare for the offering?
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Our next song adds complexity to this picture of Christmas. It speaks of the story of transformation. Here are the lyrics for this song. We turn down the gain of the book slightly. When I was young, I flew in the velvet night, shining by day, a firebird bathed in light. Grey now my feathers, which once were red and gold, my destiny to soar up to the sun. Sunlight shines on my face, this is my grace, to be restored, born again, in flame. Do not despair that I am gone away. I will appear again when the sunset paints flames across the vast, eternal sky. So this firebird, she is our hopes, she is our dreams, twirling, dancing, flying wild through this journey of life, reaching toward trust, reaching to be enveloped in grace, weaving magic into those whom we love. And even when the end is nigh, soaring into the sun, she does not end, because she is transformed into color and light as the sun sets and rises each day and each night. A gift to all, with no exceptions. In the words of the song, I will appear again when the sunset paints flames across the vast eternal sky. So you may well be wondering, and how just does this relate to Christmas? Because I know that my choir have been thinking that very thing for several weeks now. Well, is Christmas not also a story of transformation and awe? Is it not also a tale of expansiveness and freedom born of limitations? A child of an unwed mother, born in a lowly stable, heralded by angels and prophets, a child called to bring love to a weary world. For unto us a child is born, and to us a son is given, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, Prince of Peace. As you listen to the music that will shortly be sung by the choir, can I encourage you to use this as an opportunity to imagine the secret essence, the firebird within you breaking free, inviting transformation, to soar, spin, to laugh, breaking free of the shackles of fear and resistance. May your firebird soar, flying unseen to those whom you love, those who yearn to be whole and content, those who need to be touched by awe, by grace, by your love. And may the firebird hasten across the vast, eternal sky.
Lord,
we extinguish this flame?
Carry with us the light of vision and the warmth of hope.
The world calls us to live with depth, meaning, and purpose.
We go forth with courage and love. And a bit more singing. I don't think the choir is getting their exercise quite enough this morning, so we're going to invite them to come up and we'll sing together, Do You Hear What I Hear? Material. No one's ever ready for Christmas. We're never really ready and all prepared. If every gift we had ever even contemplated had been obtained and beautifully adorned and beribboned, well, we'd be ready. If all the goodies that we think our friends deserve were baked and cooled and stored just so in a pretty tin, we'd be ready. If each and every person we love was gathered for our celebrations, we'd be ready. If we were always perfect in our relationships, if we never snapped at someone we care about, if we never stopped short of being all that we really can be, then we'd be ready. If we were 100% loving all the time and consistently generous to those we meet, we'd be ready. Then we'd be truly ready, and we wouldn't need Christmas quite so much. But we're never really ready. So in the days ahead, let us say, come Christmas, most needed of seasons. May we feel the earnest anticipation, magic, and joy. Come Christmas into the unready manger of our hearts. May we feel the warmth of new life. May we feel what it is like to truly hope. May we cry for healing and peace in our world. May we love deeply, unconditionally, and explicitly. Indeed, in the bleak midwinter, in this world of pain, when our hearts are open, love is born again. May we go into the world and let love be born again and again and again. Amen. Amin. Shalom, and blessed be. Please rise for our closing song, Go Now in Peace.